Okay, so one other tool I recommend you install, definitely not necessary to use Git, but I am going to use it throughout the course to illustrate and to help visualize what's happening at times, is a GUI called Gitkraken. So as I mentioned earlier, there are lots of options for graphical user interfaces, GUIs, for Git. Gitkraken is a great free one that I think looks pretty nice. Here it is in action. So I've already installed it on my Mac. It's a single click to download it, and then there's an installer, so I'll demonstrate that. But I think it looks pretty good. It's just a nice tool to help us visualize, what's happening here, all this history and these weird branches and mergings and stuff we haven't covered at all, of course, that we will soon. And then we can compare and see changes between files, see if I can demonstrate some of that. Anyway, it's just a nice tool. It's free. There is a paid version that includes some other features, but the bulk of what we need, or everything we need, is free. So click on the link in the description, or the resource I've included, gitkraken.com, download for free, and then follow the instructions. So I'm doing this on my Windows side. It's hard to tell maybe, but I'm on Windows. And I'm going to wait for that to finish up. Oh, it did. I'm going to open it. If you're on the Mac or on a Mac, do the same thing, of course. Open the file. Are you opening? Here it is. It's installing. And let's see. We got this cute animation of a squid. Okay. So it does prompt us for an email and a password. This is not tied to Git itself. It's asking you to make a Gitkraken account. Or if you happen to have a GitHub account already, this will be the easiest option. But I do have a GitHub account, but just to simulate the fact that I don't on this machine, on my Windows side, I could create a Gitkraken account. I've got to just put in a name and an email. So I'll just do Colt and then, colt@gmail.co, not my real email. I'll do a silly password, purple, horrible password. Does it even let me do that? Okay, how about purple, green? All right, I've read and I've agreed. Okay. Now, of course, if you're not comfortable signing up for another account, another service, well, you're going to need GitHub through the course, so I recommend just registering for that anyway. Otherwise, we'll run into some issues down the line. But there are alternative GUIs. I'm using this not as an integral part of the course that you have to follow along with, but more as a tool to help teach and help illustrate things. It's just much more visual and hopefully more engaging. Okay. So then it's asking me to put a name and email in here. I always make sure this matches what I've configured Git with, what we did just a little while ago. So we configured Git to have, a name and an email. I would do the same thing. So same name and same email. But it also here will actually update your Git config if you want it to update from here. Anyway, this is not a big deal. So I would just make them match. So I'll do what I did earlier, colt@gmail.co. Okay, save changes. And now I'm in, and we don't really have anything to do yet, but you should see something like this. And eventually, once we start working, we'll see something more like this. So I believe the Windows and Mac versions are very, very similar. I have both of them open here, although I don't have a repository open over here. The UI, I think, is identical. If there are any changes, I'll do my best to point them out. All right, so we have Gitkraken, and now let's get cracking on the rest of the course.